Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Kurt from Dungeon Video, and this is my 1950s versus 1960s series for my 31 Days of Horror. Yes, yesterday we reviewed The Boston Strangler from 1968, and today we have from 1959 a Terence Fisher Hammer staple. Yes, Terence Fisher, who directed over 20 Hammer movies and was a great Hammer director. We have from 1959 the detective mystery thriller The Hound of the Baskervilles. Yes, so let's get into The Hound of the Baskervilles. Peter Cushing is a splendid Sherlock Holmes and Andre Malot is the perfect Dr. Watson. In this terror-filled mystery classic co-starring horror legend Christopher Lee, with its compelling acting and spooky cinematography, this rattling good movie will keep you guessing and gasping until the final frame. A fiendish evil lurks beneath the mist-shrouded cliffs of England's fabled moors, in the form of a hellish hound. It feeds upon the trembling flesh of the heirs of the Baskerville Hall. But before this savage beast can sink its teeth into the newest lord of the manor, it must pit its vicious fangs against the searing intellect of the most powerful foe it has ever encountered, the incomparable Sherlock Holmes. Yes. So we have Hounds of the Baskervilles. So I'm not too sure. I think it was a good idea for Hammer to actually take on Sherlock Holmes, and Peter Cushing fits that mold really well. And once again, we have Cushing pitted up against Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee is kind of positioned at the start of the movie as a bit of a foe or a character that is untrustworthy, and you have this David and Goliath type of struggle at the start of the movie. You can see that Christopher Lee is this commanding, large type of character, and you've got Peter Cushing, who's just as powerful and witty, who they're feeding off each other really well, and there's that type of struggle between them that you can see that these two actors are trying to steal the screen for themselves, and they work really well. And I think Christopher Lee knows when to back off when Peter Cushing is playing more of an authoritative, more of a powerful presence, even though he is actually dwarfed by Lee's height. You can tell that this actor really has chops and he knows how to command the screen. And Peter Cushing as Sherlock Holmes is just a perfect fit, I would say. So you kind of follow Christopher Lee, who has inherited the Baskervilles manor, and Sherlock Holmes, because there has actually been a murder, or his predecessor was murdered, his ancestor, so he inherits the home. So Peter Cushing actually ensures that Christopher Lee that he will be safe, and he sends Dr. Watson down to Baskerville Manor, which is close to the moors in England, to keep an eye on him, and Peter Cushing has something else to do. Meanwhile, you find out that Peter Cushing is actually spying in the background just to find out what's happening in the moors, and because there's an apparent serial killer that's escaped who was killing prostitutes in the moors. So this could be why the murders have actually come up again, and you find out that the murders actually come from the murder suspects were actually bitten by a type of wolf. The murder victims were actually bitten by a type of wolf or wolf type creature. So off the bat, you kind of think this could be a werewolf movie, or a type of ghost dog, or a curse that's coming and attacking the heirs to the Baskerville Manor. So that's what you get at the start of the movie. So the Hammer set designs and the whole atmosphere in the moors, the smoke and the fog, just looks really good. This movie is more of a detective movie than it is a horror movie, I would say. It's just more of a gothic type of dark detective movie, instead of a Hammer horror movie like the Dracula movies or the Mummy movies. But I'd still say you'd probably enjoy that as a horror fan. The Hound of the Baskervilles, give it a shot. It's still very good. For me, it kind of lacks the gore and the terror in the movie. It's more of an investigative movie. If you like those type of movies, I think this movie might be for you. It just missed the mark for me, I would say. It's still a good movie. I would give Hounds of the Baskervilles a 7 out of 10. And I did enjoy it. It just didn't make it for me, though. So this is Kurt from Dungeon Video, and thanks for watching. Drop a comment, let me know if I need to give this a rewatch or not. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.